Hi everybody! Alright, I'm making this video to talk about some very peculiar, very difficult experiences that I had in March. They were difficult, but they also taught me a lot about the power of love, and so I want to talk about what took place and what I did in those instances that transformed my experience and then transformed my perception on the power of love itself. So, in March, I had 2 weeks in there where I had very difficult visitors. So, as a spiritual person, I get the pleasure of having sensitivities to everything, right? So, these visitors there were two different ones. One of them were what were like gray alien beings, but they had a ashy white skin, tall, skinny, big black bug eyes, just like grays, but ashy white skin instead. So they were one of the visitors. The other visitors was basically an entire fleet of reptilian alien beings. So it's really hard to talk about this because I've been wondering, do I make a video about this or do I not? The thing is this is a conversation that has value. It has value because people need to know about how you can transform alien beings in the light as well. Not just transform human beings, transform spirits, but transform alien beings as well. We don't think that you could transform a human being in the light, because human beings are either going to choose the light or they're not. You can transform human beings in the light. It happens all the time. It happens where there's human beings who feel vulnerable within themselves and they just need somebody to give them a hug, or they just need somebody to just say, I love you sometime. Please just somebody notice me. Please somebody just choose to care about me. And if somebody just cared about me, I swear I would just stop all of this stuff that I am doing if somebody would just care about me. Human beings do this stuff inside themselves, and they put on a front as though they're big, bad, and tough when deep down inside they just seriously need a hug. Alien beings, too, come from different explorations of consciousness and choices within themselves. Also, souls exploring incarnate experiences, specifically through the certain veins of consciousness. So, I have this picture that I drew, very simplistic. This is a gray alien being. All right, you get it. There's head, there's shoulders, there's hands, there's body, okay? So, basically, I'll show this again here in a minute. The first interaction that I had, I noticed that I woke up in the middle of the night and I started feeling like a really awful burning sensation. I'm starting to learn that the burning sensation is interactions with my astral body. So where am I in this infinite universe? Where am I on Earth? What am I actually made up of? I made this also as a drawing to define that we aren't just one form. We are one form. We are many forms entered into one form. So you have like a mental body, you have an emotional body, you have a sexual body, you have a communicative expression, you have a spiritual body, an astral body, a physical body. You have all these bodies, right? So when I do spiritual healing work, I can actually go into the individual bodies themselves, or you can just be a total expression. So what do I want to do? It just depends on how your consciousness asks me to go through your infinite spiritual atmosphere. So you're based on all these different layers of expression, all blended into the oneness. So somehow, I don't know how it exactly happens, but there's interactions with my astral body. In that way, it always seems to happen at night, right? These weird interactions always seems to happen at night. So I get the pleasure of waking up and feeling really grossed out, feeling like I'm burning on the inside out, wondering what the hell is going on. I try to ignore it. I go to the bathroom. Why do I keep seeing these ashy white looking alien beings? I'm so confused. I'm slightly having a panic attack because it fucks you up. I mean, it's the middle of the night. I'm just trying to sleep. I deal with enough stuff already. You know, it's not easy stuff to deal with, and you're alone. I'm like, you have to figure this out by yourself. You don't have other people in this world that have a freaking clue what you're talking about. So you have to do it alone. You always have to do this stuff alone. It's very hard. Anyway, They kept feeding me images of Teletubbies, believe it or not, as a means to coax me back to sleep. They weren't there to harm me, okay? If there's one thing I could emphasize right now, they were not there to harm me. I was mad. I was emotionally distraught. I was freaking out. I didn't like the way that it felt. I was trying to tell them to get the fuck away from me. I was all of this stuff. I was a bundle of not joy. But that is not the way you communicate with them. They don't relate to emotions. They don't relate to emotions. They don't understand emotions. They're actually curious beings. They're curious about us because we are so expanded and we're extraordinary in that way. We don't know how extraordinary we truly are. As human beings, we are an extraordinary race of beings. We are an extraordinary race of beings, and they're curious about us. Even gray alien beings are wanting to merge with our expressions because they want to become more infinite like we are as human expressions. They want to become more infinite. They don't want to become less infinite. They want to become more infinite. So who do they merge with? Us! That's how amazing we are. But how amazing do you feel like you are? How amazing are we led to believe that we are? We are led to believe we're this big. And we can just be fucked around with by whoever wants to fuck with us in this universe. You see what I mean? We have to stop allowing ourselves to see ourselves as less than. We have to start seeing ourselves as far more than we could ever possibly imagine. So the most beautiful thing took place through this interaction with these white, ashy alien beings. I took the time, okay? I actually took the time at 3 a.m. in the morning to get up, to start my computer, to start all of this, my usual spiritual healing tactic. I went into a journey state, which is basically I just saw them in my third eye mind, and I tried as best I could to calm my emotions down, which is very hard to do when you're woken up and like massively confused and slapped in the face in the middle of the night. You don't know where you are. You don't know what's going on. It's very confusing. It's derailing. It's totally derailing. Anyway, and then it sort of makes me shake. I feel gross inside. I feel like I'm burning inside. And so I stopped everything and I helped them to understand me. I took the time to help them to understand me. How did I do that? I stopped reacting. I connected with my spirit guides. And I said, it's time now for me to help them understand what love feels like. They have no emotional body, so they don't know what love feels like. They have no sexual body, so they don't know what sexual bliss feels like. They actually are less than us because they don't have the ability to feel love at all. They're less than us because they don't have the ability to feel love at all. They don't have a love body. They have one. It's in their spirit. But if they have no emotional body, if they have no heart portal, they have no ability to connect with the infinite love. They have no ability. They don't have a sexual body. They don't have any ability to connect with sexual bliss. That's important. So how do I give them a sexual body? How do I give them emotional body? How do I actually give them this gift? I have the power as a human being to give them the gift of an emotional body and a sexual body. I have the power. How do I have that power? Because I have memories of love, and I know what love feels like, and I know what sexual bliss feels like. I know what that infinite energy feels like. I possess memories, real true memories that make me cry, real true memories. This is important stuff. I'm serious. This is important because it's important that human beings start to figure this out already, that we are powerful, loving, extraordinary, unconditional loving masters of this universe. Or are we not? I'm seriously on the edge of my rails about this because human beings have to figure this out or we're never going to evolve past this. And we're just going to keep getting smaller and smaller and smaller until we turn into robots and we have no emotional bodies, no sexual bodies, and that doesn't matter anymore because we don't have any emotions to feel how bad that actually is and no sexual bliss to actually know how terrible that actually is. We have to start acknowledging how powerful, how beautiful, extraordinary we are, and we have to become masters of love. We have to learn how to become masters of love. So I transformed these alien beings, okay? How did I do it? I took the time to close my eyes and I cried for 5 or 10 minutes through every single memory of love, every dream I've had about love, every longing I've ever had about love, every time when I needed a hug and I didn't have one, every time that I wanted a hug and I did get one. All of that stuff, you feel it inside. It feels like real movement within you, okay? It brings tears to your eyes. It makes you shake. It makes you feel alive because you have feelings, right? Now you put the feelings into an orb. What does an orb look like? It looks like a crystal ball. Put it into an orb, right? You place all of your emotions into a sphere. So you close your eyes and you visualize all of this happening. You should pause the video right now. This constantly keeps coming onto my plate that people don't know how to express love. I don't know how to share love that makes a difference. I don't know how to get them to stop. I don't know how to share love that transforms the experience. Take a moment to stop the video, pause the video, close your eyes. This is your third eye. This is your dream world. This is where all your memories are. You can access both emotional body and mental body simultaneously because they're all interconnected in oneness. You have a mental body that's interlaced with an emotional body, that's interlaced with a sexual body, that's interlaced with a physical body, that's interlaced with an astral body, that's interlaced with all these bodies. Okay, they're all connected. So mental body is not separate from heart portal. They're all in oneness with each other. They're all in oneness with each other, okay? So what do? Close your eyes, okay? You think about the most beautiful moment of your life. And it's not something that feels like cardboard. It's something that makes you quiver. It's something that makes you cry. It could be not something that ever happened for you. It could be how many times I put a penny in a wishing well. You know, it could be anything. I'm talking about bringing the emotions forward. I have to do it this way so you can feel my own emotions. So you can start to connect with what it is like to have feelings. Because you're a person that has feelings, okay? And how are we supposed to transform alien beings in the light? How are we supposed to help them know what love feels like? How are we supposed to help them if we don't ourselves know what love is? You know what love is, don't you? Or do you not know what love is yet? Do you need to work on this? Or do you feel like you've got it all figured out? Because if you have it all figured out, then you should be able to start crying and quivering and feeling emotional because love is that powerful. Love is that real, right? So you need to feel these things. I want you to think about something you've always wanted from the bottom of your heart. And it always comes down to love. It wasn't that your own personal island where everybody would not be there. It would just be you and you'd have nothing but time to just enjoy the sunshine. It's actually a moment where you genuinely just wanted to experience love in your life. Love from your parents, love from your siblings, love from your friends, love from a companion, love from God, love from Jesus, love from some space that you know where love is real because you can feel it inside yourself, right? Okay? So you feel that inside. You feel that inside your heart. I have to make this dramatic because I have to help you to see how you connect with the emotion. You have to feel it like this. Practice it over and over again. Feel it like this, okay? Feel the emotion of how important this is. But feel love, okay? Some very beautiful memories I have are times where I have felt loved by another human being. You know? In a world that feels cold. Because it does. Because it is. That's why we have a hard time loving. That's why we have a hard time loving ourselves and each other. That's why we push everybody away. That's why we don't want to know our neighbors anymore. That's why we just expect terrorism to be the norm. That's why our kids can't just go outside and play without having to have an adult looking over their shoulder constantly to make sure they don't get nabbed by some psychopath. We're constantly living in this world that has no love anymore in it, no true love, because we don't want to love each other. We don't even want to know each other. We don't even want to know ourselves anymore. But you see how important love is. I took the time to connect with my most vulnerable memories of love. And they're just memories of being held. Memories where the connection of love was honest and it healed me on the inside. And it healed me all around me in my soul. It left an imprint that will never be forgotten in all eternity. And some of them aren't real memories. Some of them were dreams that I had. Dreams that I had about a planet full of loving people. People that hold each other's hands and hold each other when it gets hard, you know? So this is important. I put those memories in my third eye. I saw the aliens, beings. They have a main leader. There's about 5 of them that come together, okay? And there's some of them are shorter and some are tall. It was like a little family even. I don't know. But a couple tall ones, couple shorter ones. Anyway, I closed my eyes and I interacted. I saw the taller one, okay? And the main one that I was looking at, I don't know why I acknowledged him as the one, but I did, just one of them. And I instantaneously manifested orbs, and oddly enough, they look like planet Earth. I didn't do this I didn't think my way through this. I just instinctively reacted. And in those orbs, I filled with all of these memories. I placed one of the orbs, which I just duplicated the same orb of love. I placed the first orb into his heart. So in my dream world, which is connecting me to the astral plane, where I can see them in my third eye, where they actually are, okay, where I'm connected to their astral body, which is in conjunction with all of their different versions of reflections of physical body, etc. I placed this orb of love into their heart portal, okay? We all have a heart portal, even gray alien beings do. Even if it's not active, they can feel inside their heart if you choose or allow them to. You give them a gift of feeling, okay? So I placed the orb here. Then I placed one here so they could see. And I placed one above their head. I placed one here in the sexual body. Do they have a sexual body? Do they? You place it here. You acknowledge they have a sexual body that is not turned on or active at this time. So you give them a gift of sexual awareness through the gift of love and memory of what true connectedness is. If you don't have any memories of a real sexual bond with anybody, I guarantee you know what you long for when you long to connect with somebody in that way. And so you put that here, okay? And you also place this beneath them. So they experience this, all right? This is a real space. Your dream world is your astral world. It's a real space. You really can see what they look like in your dream world. You really can interact with them, with their astral body. You give them a gift in their astral body and it transforms them. They later came back to thank me for what I had done for them. Obviously, I was quite distraught by everything. And so when they came back, I really did not want to have a conversation with them. I really didn't want to interact with them. But the little one of the littler ones, came and wanted to talk to me about what I had shared and wanted to understand more. So I placed more memories of energy into the littler one and felt that it was becoming wiser through the energy of love, and had no idea what love truly was felt changed by this interaction with me. They came and thanked me several times after I did this. I did this. That's all I did, was gave them my feelings of emotion, my feelings of love, my feelings of longing for more love in this world, my feelings of all across the spectrum of love, gave to them so they could feel, okay? The next conversation I'm going to have is about the reptilian alien beings. And I don't know what their agenda was. And in fact, I am not convinced that we human beings know exactly understand the reptilian race, because I don't feel that they are evil by any means, and I actually feel like they are helping us with our evolution. So if they want to be deceivers, if they want to inspire the world that we live in today, that's actually helping us to either choose to succumb to the illusionary world or overcome it and choose a realm of love. So it helps our evolution as an entire race over a course of super history, that we would either evolve into a race of love that transcends beyond this gift of love, which is an illusionary world of deception and misery and self-punishment and disconnection from love, or we can transcend beyond it into a state of true love. So they're actually helping us with our evolution. I don't hold anything, I have hold no grudges against reptilian beings at all. In fact, I see them as gifts of love for our human race. So we either choose to love them and love ourselves more than we love the gifts that they are giving to us, or we choose to hate them and now be working at their level. You see what I mean? So they came and they too were interacting with my astral body in a way that was it feels like burning acid. It feels like your inside of your body is burning up with acid. It hurts and it makes you shake and it makes you feel terrified, and it happens in the middle of the night and you don't know what the hell is going on, and it's scary, and you're all alone and you have nobody who understands you. People think you're crazy. Well, anyway, I could experience what were the energetic cords that they were using to connect with me on a psychic level. So actually psychically creating an energetic connective cord, like a cable, so plugging into me, so to speak. So I could connect with their energy plugs, and instead of feeling them feeding me all this crap, I just fed them love, and I chose to love them unconditionally. I chose to hold them. I chose to see them as beautiful gifts of God. I chose to see them with so much love that I shocked the living daylights out of them. They actually instantly freaked out, disconnected from me as quickly as they could, and there was like 3 or 4 at the same time happening. So I just connected with each cord and then just continued to share love. And I shared so much love that I could not love them more. And I told them, "You're my star friends. We have incarnated many times in this universe together. We have held each other at times when life got hard. Don't you remember? Don't you remember those times when? Why are you choosing to hurt me? Why are we not choosing to be here in a state of love with each other?" I was helping them to remember what love feels like, because in some incarnations, in some consciousnesses, they can't experience it. They need you to remind them. They need to remember what it feels like. All you have to do what I do is remember what love feels like within yourself, and now learn how to push it beyond yourself. Literally just visualize it in a little circle, in a sphere, and then place it in your dream world in the alien being's heart. Simply do that, and it changes them. Well, the reptilians were different because even after I had shared this love, it seemed as though they were still not convinced. So they kept redoing this. So I would have to redo it back for several hours. Telling you, I hardly slept and I didn't eat much and I was exhausted. And I finally realized by the end of this entire smorgasbord of fun that the one thing that I wasn't doing was putting love into myself. So I was sharing all of this love with others, but I was not sharing the love within myself. What actually helped me to disconnect fully from the reptilians, transform their entire race of beings in that. I've never connected to an alien spaceship in my life. I connect to an entire alien spaceship. I filled them all with orbs of love in an instantaneous moment in that astral realm, helped them to feel love within them, but I too had to give myself an orb of love. I too had to fill myself with not my memories of love, but with the wisdom that I am love. I am an angel of love. I am filled with God's love. I am the brightest star in the sky. I am full of Mother Earth's love for humanity. I am full of Father Sky's love for humanity. I am full of all sacred directions' love for humanity. And I kept saying these things inside myself over and over and over again until I got brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter, and then became the brightest star in the sky, so to speak. I became so bright I was blinding. And I was so blinding that I was not accessible by any cords of any kind. And so after that experience, I had one lingering reptilian being who came to talk to me, and we were exploring a past life in Egypt where I had and this has always perplexed me this lifetime. It comes up from time to time, where I had explored sexual relationships as a human being with reptilian beings in Egypt. And it was sort of, it was deemed a high level role. It was a high ranking role to be a woman who was granted access to have sexual connections with reptilian beings. And I had learned a great deal about how that manipulation inspired human beings to have status ranks, and because it was rape. I basically learned that that was not true love, that was not honest sexuality, that it was rape, and I didn't consider it rape. I talked to my spirit guides and was in a state of meditation over this for quite some time, like at least a full entire week I dedicated to exploring this past life and what it meant to me. And it took me a long time to acknowledge that it was rape, because the reptilian beings they were just enjoying all the sexual freedom with human beings. That was just fun for them, right? But the human beings actually were sharing themselves on another level as though they were goddesses. And so the balance of love was not balanced at all, and it was deceptive. It was very deceptive, which considered it as rape. It was not a sacred sexual bond at all. It was a rape experience. So once I discovered that, I had to explore humanity's level of sexual bondage and humanity's level of sexual interconnectedness. What is our true exploration of sexual love? This is an important and most valuable topic for the evolution of our race. We can't fully evolve until we stop raping each other. I know that sounds really severe and really extreme, but if we are not giving of ourselves to each other in a balanced way, in a truly unconditionally loving way, in a sacred and revering sexual way, then we are raping each other. It was very astonishing, this aftermath exploration with the reptilian beings. My friend Joseph Bradley also helped me with the reptilian beings. Part of the learning was I had to discover the power of love for myself. I had to discover this for myself without help. In the end, Joseph also visited them my friend Joseph is with Amun-Ra, and he has a website, and he's slowed way down on his YouTube channel video making, but hopefully on the horizon he can come back into the swing of things. But he too is a spiritual healer, just like I am. He too does journey healing, just like I do. A little bit different style, though. My style is more awake and interactive. His style goes kind of into more of a trance state. But we both have that powerful spiritual connection, that feeling of love within our hearts that we use to transform reflections that are not of pure love energy, that want to experience pure love energy. So demons and alien beings even. I'm still learning about this. I'm still surprised by what I have accomplished at this time. And it's a shocking thing. It was not an easy experience, but it's a valuable one. And it still helps me to feel the power and the momentum and the extraordinariness of love. And imagine if instead of, thousands of people coming together to kill other people, thousands of people came together, put all their guns down, and walked to the other side of the line and hugged all the people that were different from them on the other side of the line. Respected their women and their children, respected the men, respected each other on a level that only God could understand. But we can be that God in ourselves and for each other and for alien beings too. We can be that love. We truly can. Why can't we choose that for ourselves? Why do we have to wait for the government to choose that for us? Why can't we help the government and say, I know you're busy and you're wound up with trying to promote more war and trying to promote more financial difficulty for the rest of us. So while you're busy doing that, we've got 10 people in our community that really want to promote Mother Earth on a level that is going to help 100,000 people. So we're going to find a way to bend the stick, and we're going to do what you should be doing for us, but we are going to be doing it for everybody instead of waiting for you anymore. We're just going to do it now. So instead of you waiting around for love to actually happen, you need to start making it happen. How do you make love happen? You know you deserve better than this, and you start demanding better than this for yourself. That's what helped me fully disconnect from the reptilian beings, knowing that I experience and choose love that is on a higher level than a reptilian could ever provide me. I didn't even know what this was about. I didn't really understand what any of this had to do with. But I had to work on myself in a way that I had to explore past lives that I was still complicated, is still not making any sense of it. Joseph too helped me with the past life with the reptilians, and then also continue to share love with them even after my experience with them. He had taken the time to also share additional energies of love to help transform them in the light. And so when I say transform them in the light, it's to help them feel God's love, unconditional love, harmonizing them in a way that they can feel warmth again. And so they can understand that their actions are not of the vibration of love, their actions are on another vibration. So they need some help energetically to self-realize, but we too have to work on self-realizing as well. So this is my video. This is what I have to share about how we have the power to transform everything in this world. Transform each other, transform Mother Earth, transform alien beings, transform the government, transform everybody. If we can't choose to love ourselves right now, when are we ready? 20,000 years from now, do you think we'll be ready? Why not just say, you know what? I'm ready right now to choose love. Oh, I'm ready right now to choose love. Okay, awesome. We've got 3 people right here. I'm here. We got 2 people in the audience ready to start working on loving themselves more and demanding more from this world, demanding more love for all of us, demanding more love, transforming this world with love. Okay, we got a couple more people in the background. Awesome. More people are ready to start working on love. Okay, that's great. Start talking to yourself about you being a blessing to this world. Start talking to yourself about how beautiful you are. Start talking to yourself about how worthy and deserving of love you are. Take your clothes off. Look at your body in the mirror. Take the time to look at your body in the mirror and love yourself for the way your higher self, your sacred soul, your most sacred reflection chose this body. That makes the body itself very sacred and so worthy and deserving of love. Love your body the way that it is, the way that it looks. Actually touch your body and feel the way that you feel. Don't feel disgusted by yourself. Feel that you are beautiful and you are worthy of being touched and to being loved. Feel all of that stuff. Welcome yourself to explore how beautiful you truly are. as a human being and as an infinite soul. Welcome more love into your heart. Allow yourself to be the brightest shining star in the sky. Help yourself to feel that by choosing that for yourself, saying, I am worthy and deserving of love. Mother Earth feels blessed by me today. Father Sky feels blessed by me today. I love all of the animals on this planet. I am so thankful for the singing grasshoppers, that they could bring about the beautiful flowers of spring. I am so thankful for the lakes. I am so thankful for my community. I am so thankful for the people in my life. Even if the community, you don't feel like it's doing its part, even if the people in your life aren't making that big of an impact, they matter. They are souls that matter. They are beautiful, extraordinary, amazing souls that matter. And they are worthy and deserving of your love. And you are worthy and deserving of being thankful for everything in your life, and thankful for yourself and all of your choices. And if you feel like it's time to transcend those reflections of energetic vibrations, then start choosing more love for yourself. Start demanding, I deserve to feel loved more by people who are more loving, or whatever it is. Continue to work on this. This is the biggest part of the message. Not just, well, how did Abby transform alien beings in the light? How do you transform yourself in the light? The more human beings choose to work on loving themselves, the higher we raise our vibration as a human race, and the more love we can actually connect with from the stars. And the more love we can connect with Mother Earth, because we're healing her too. And when she is healed, she can start producing more bounty for us, so we can start creating more herbal medicines, connecting with, more herbalists that just know stuff about Mother Earth. This herbal thing needs to come out into the forefront. We need to start connecting with the planet more. We need to start seeing how valuable Mother Earth is a valuable component to our evolution as well. We need to start connecting with the birds and the insects and the animals. We need to start connecting with each other's hearts. We need to start acknowledging that everybody matters on this planet. We need to start acknowledging that, people are not gross, and people actually deserve to be hugged. And everybody who expresses themselves in one way or another, they're expressing themselves that way because they are scared of hugs. People who have weight issues, people who have drug issues, people who have sexual issues, people who have all kinds of different issues, they are beautiful, and they are worthy and deserving of love, just as beautiful as reptilian beings, just as beautiful as ashy white gray alien beings, just as beautiful as every incarnate being in an infinite universe, just as beautiful as Lucifer, just as beautiful as everything in creation, every spirit, every physical incarnation, every Mother Earth reflection, every Father Sky reflection, the air, the water, the fire, everything comes together in an orb, right? What does the orb equal? Orb equals heart, the heartbeat of creation. Orb equals love. Orb equals love. Okay? That's my video. That's my serious, crazy, crybaby, hardcore video. I hope this video helps you to understand the value and importance of love. Loving yourself, loving each other, loving beyond this planet, loving the government, loving our president, loving everybody. We have to love everybody. We have to love every single person. Everybody deserves to be loved. Everybody does. And the more that we acknowledge everybody needs love in this world, and that is the one condition that is creating separation in this planet, is we do not feel that other people deserve to be loved. That is what is separating us all and turning our hearts off and creating sexual relationships that aren't honest and are not sacred and are not respectful of the bodies of two people intertwining souls, immaculate souls of light. And we're choosing to not see that. We're just choosing to not go there energetically with love, true love, in a deep, vulnerable way. All this stuff is part of the message. Okay, so enough seriousness. I just want to share this video If you find this wisdom helpful, please share the video, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more videos like this one. Also, I am a spiritual healer and channeler of psychic wisdom. And if you would like to work with me one-on-one, I would be delighted to help you in your life. Please visit me at my website at abbynormalswisdomquest.com. Thank you for watching my video, and thank you for supporting my channel.